We're live. We're in. Are we in? You ready to do this, Abby?
You've been waiting to open
noon.
that beer.
Yeah, it's noon. That means I'm allowed to crack my beer now. People that can't judge me and call me
We're
degenerate.
in Louisiana.
I
Nobody's
know.
going to judge you for opening a beer before noon.
You're right, but
If you don't start before noon, you can't drink all day.
I'm telling you.
wow. I love that. Say that again?
If you don't start
Facts.
before noon, you can't drink all day.
I love it. And with that, we have our first sponsor for Bets and Breaks, or a partner, I guess, or somebody that gifted us some cool drinks. So shout out to Parish Brewing. We appreciate it. They sent us some really cool cans to try on the show. So eventually we'll work our way in there, but I do have a ghost that I'm going to drink, and while we go over some of our picks and talk some sports.
Yeah.
What you got for us, Abby?
NBA schedule release. I know you were pretty pumped about some of those
Love you, Bieber, but
matchups.
it's a little loud.
Justin Bieber playing in Cards and Culture right now. Yeah, they released the schedules. There's some cool matchups.
Yes.
I know you were pumped about what? Chris Paul and KD.
Yes, the first opening night you got LeBron and the former champions, the Nuggets, the first game. Then you got KD and Chris Paul, which is pretty cool. Chris Paul going to the Warriors, so it'll be the first time you see him in a Warriors uniform. So that would be the second game on the opening night. And I don't know, I thought this was kind of weird. Victor Wembanyama, you have to wait till the second night?
Yeah, I don't know what the deal is.
Kind of
with
rubbed me
that.
the wrong way. I don't know. He's they've been hyping this guy up, marketing him, and then the biggest night of the year, you got to wait till Thursday?
What would be the reason?
I don't know.
Like, what reason could you come up with that you wouldn't see him?
Maybe because they know everybody's going to watch the first game, and they were like, maybe we need to get people to tune in on Thursday.
I don't know.
I don't know.
It's quite interesting.
Yeah, I know there's going to be a lot of people watching it. That's all I know.
You know what else a lot of people are going to be watching? UFC this weekend at
Yes.
9 o'clock. Well, probably closer to 11:30.
Yeah.
Aljamain Sterling and Sean O'Malley. Joe's
Joe's hyped.
been talking about it
He's our UFC
damn near
guy.
every day. Would
This-
you like your time to shine and explain this one?
This one goes crazy. So I'll be honest. Look, Sugar Sean O'Malley, he's a heavy underdog. I got all my money on Sean.
Let's
You've
go.
been saying that all week. Why?
Plus 210. But
Yeah.
it makes me nervous. Are you going to actually bet it? Because I don't want to lose if you bet it, because your luck.
That's a good point.
That's what I'm nervous about.
Why are you so sold on him? Like, he's the underdog. And I'm not knocking him. I'm
Yeah.
just saying, what is your reason behind being so, like, convinced that he's going to win?
All your money on Sean
Yeah.
O'Malley.
So look, the big thing with Aljamain Sterling is he's heavy on Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Like the main thing Sean O'Malley has to do to win this fight is keep Aljamain Sterling from grabbing him and getting him on the ground. At least that's what everybody's saying, but we're very much forgetting to talk about that Sean O'Malley is a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu himself. He's great off the ground. We just never get to see that because he knocks everyone out.
Gotcha.
So like, here's the problem, right? If they stand and bang and they just trade punches the whole fight,
O'Malley's going to win.
O'Malley's going to win. Like
Yeah.
that's 100% how it's going to go. We just haven't really gotten to see Sean O'Malley on the ground, but he's just as good.
All right.
So
I love it.
That's where I'm
He's
at.
got me convinced. All I know
I
is
might add it
that's
to a
one of my
parlay.
picks that I'm going with when we get to it. So I know I just foreshadowed, but
I know.
I get excited.
I just did the same thing. I
Yeah.
might add it. In
Also,
there.
If it would make y'all feel better, I won't put money.
Thank you,
You
Joe.
can't bet.
Thank you. I need this bet. This is good. So this is good. Wait, before we go on, I do want to say the NBA in-season tournament. That's something really new.
Yeah.
So again, there's not a ton of. It's never been done before. This is the inaugural season, but there's going to be an in-season tournament, and I think it's to kind of incentivize guys to keep playing and make things competitive in the middle of the season, right?
Yeah,
you see
'cause
a
it's
lot
in
of guys rest.
December,
Yeah, it's
which-
November 9th to
Or November?
November 3rd to December 9th.
Yeah.
So the schedule won't change. It's the same schedule. It's just certain games during that time are now included in the tournament. So certain games on certain nights are going to have more meaning, and that way I think it's for the NBA to put out a better product, right? When people go to the games and they want to see LeBron and he's resting that night and that's the only time he plays in that city, that's kind of shitty for those people in that experience, right? Like they maybe
Okay.
saved up their whole time to go there. So I think they're just incentivizing those teams to be like, yo, play LeBron tonight. Like this game matters right now, you know? And so there's some prize pool winning. They get they're going to call it the NBA Cup. They get a championship trophy and all that stuff. So we'll see. I thought that was interesting.
That's newer. We're still
Yeah.
learning about it. I know you were researching,
Yeah,
trying to figure out what the hell is going on.
I mean, it's pretty in depth. I'm looking at this stuff right now, and I read it, and I was like, this is it's going to take some time for everybody to understand the rules and all that stuff.
We'll get it together. But I think you had a good little breakdown of it just now.
I think it was cool.
Speaking of big things coming up, not only is the UFC fight tomorrow, but Messi, Inter Miami, the Leagues Cup happening as well. Messi, goated. Yeah. I mean, he's scored 9 goals in 6 matches since July.
Is that
He's now the 3rd in the club's all-time scoring list, and he's only 20 away from taking that first place position.
Again, I'm not a big soccer person.
Neither am I, but I mean,
I turn on SportsCenter and I see, and Messi. I know, you put the ball in the net, that's pretty good, and seems like he's been doing that every game. So, yeah, again, we're gonna get to the picks, but I think that's a no-brainer. Yeah, that's a no-brainer to me. So I think I'm excited. That's Saturday night too.
He has brought that club to the final Leagues Cup, which will happen in Nashville against Nashville tomorrow at 8. I know you keep getting ahead of yourself, so I'm just going to let you go ahead and tell everybody what you're so excited about your picks for.
Well, I'm first and foremost so excited because you're 1-0.
I am 1-0.
Let's be honest.
Let me say it again. I'm 1-0.
She's hit a parlay the other day. It was awesome. 3-leg parlay. We got
Braves, Stros, and Dodgers.
Yep. I love it. And so, we sweated out. We were watching the Astros game, and we were a little nervous, but it was good.
She was locked in.
Yeah, she was locked in, yeah. It was behind us at the restaurant. She was fully turned around, locked in.
I couldn't see the team. They had golf in front of me. I was like, who put me here?
That was terrible, yeah. And then the other one was...
we should have done that, but I had just fully, neck extended the other way. It's fine.
You would want to think that the establishment would notice that too and come over and be like, hey, ma'am, notice nobody's watching this TV. Would you want to put that game on here? But
no.
That's all right.
Anyway, I'm 1-0. Anthony is not 1-0. Anthony is 1-2.
Yeah.
Losing
the
record.
shade there was really...
It was, yeah. That was real condescending the way she rolled into that. That transition was...
I got to take my wins where I can. Yeah. While I'm beating you right now, I'm going to harp on it.
I will say I had a great college baseball season. I had a great start to the MLB season. I am as cold could be in the last 2 weeks. It is not good. So.
Well, maybe it'll change up because I really do like your parlay.
Thank you. I appreciate that. That means a lot. It's coming from the 1-0 expert now. Yeah, what?
It's because they're public. You used to not even send me screenshots. You're like, I'm so superstitious.
Superstitious. I'm serious. Even my friend Ryan Verdugo, him and I'll be like, dude, I'm close to hitting one right now, but I'm not going to send it to you. I'll send it to you after. I'm weird like that. I'm like, I think we live in the holographic universe. They know they're watching. You're
on air telling a bunch of people what you're picking. Okay.
I know, and that's where I'm nervous. But hey, who knows? If I keep this trend up, at least I'm giving you guys good information to fade, right? At least you can just go against all my picks. That would be good, at least. Are we doing it?
Yeah.
You going first or me?
You go first. You get it. Get it.
All right. I feel good about my pick. So first and foremost, the first one that I'm going to do. This is not part of the parlay, but I like this one. Yanks and Red Sox are facing off, and which is really weird. They're usually in a pennant race right now. They usually have meaningful games. These series are usually a lot of fun, but they're both in the bottom of the AL East. So not as much fun this year. The teams are struggling, but I do think the Sox take the series. They're at home. The Yankees are struggling. And so if you can actually bet on the series overall on DraftKings. So if you just want to bet $110, that wins you 100. So I'm going to take the Sox in the series over the weekend. But that's just a standalone bet. And now we're into my parlay. I am going to take all 3 of these games for $50 each. Each one of those ones, since they're positive money, if I hit 2 of the 3, I'm in the green. And then I'm going to put a $20 parlay on all 3 of them because I actually really like these picks. So Atlanta first inning run. They lead the league in first inning runs, and they did not score one yesterday, and they usually score one at a 42 to 50% clip. So I like my odds on this one. They're at home. They score way more runs at home. So I like that one. It's plus 170, which means $100 or $50 will make you, what's the math on half of 170? 85. So 50 wins you 85. Same game parlay, Messi to anytime goal scorer and Inter Miami to win. That gets you at plus 130. I like that a lot. So $50 wins you $65. And then my last one, Sugar Shane, money line, baby, plus 210. That's it. So $50 is going to win me 110, something like that. And then if you parlay all 3, it gets you plus 18,000 odds. I'm going to throw $20 on that. So $10 would win me 180. 20 would win me about 360. So that's what I'm doing. Those are my picks for the weekend.
I don't think that's a bad parlay.
Talk about why that's a good parlay, because the odds are so favorable.
Yeah, so I like all of those picks in general. So even at plus 170, even at plus 130, even at plus 210, those are good odds for if you were just going to take them individually. Now you basically compound those odds when you put them together all in a pick. So you're going to get plus value, crazy plus value on all of those. And if you guys want to get a little risky too, or hedge your bets a little bit, however you want to look at it, you can round robin them too, and maybe just play 2 of the 3 picks, or something like that, mix and match.
Can you briefly explain round robin?
So round robin, basically the technology, the app basically. So if there's 3 picks in this, right?
Okay.
They're gonna go and place a bet on all the combinations of the picks. So they'll go and bet Atlanta and Messi, then they'll do Atlanta and Sugar Shane, then they'll do Messi and Sugar Shane.
Right.
Sugar Shane, yeah. But basically, they just do all the combinations of different picks, and you set how many you want to do. Yeah, a little interesting. It's I don't know. There's different thoughts about if round robins are a hedge or if they're more of a gamble, right?
I was gonna say.
It just depends on what you like. I'm not crazy about them, except if there's crazy high odds and you can bet like $3 to win, 50 or something like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay away from those for right now. But I do have picks for y'all
Let's go.
today.
Let's hear it. And I love your logic.
Okay, I was a little iffy because I was like, damn, I'm 1-0. I don't want to ruin this, but that's no fun.
Just retire on top,
One
right?
win and I want to retire. No, we're gonna go. Okay, so I was looking at stats and numbers before we went live, and I was talking to him. The Giants have the most strikeouts in the league in away games on their offense.
They're also pretty high up there just in general of how much they strike out as a team in general.
But
so
they lead the league in away games. And Spencer Strider is pretty good. So I feel like, what should I bet?
That's what we
said. What did I say?
So,
Wait.
So what you would probably want to bet is you would look for Spencer Strider's
over
under.
Strikeouts.
Yep, exactly. So
Okay.
if that's the case, if they strike out the most on the road, I bet you his over under is either 9.5 or 10.5, which is astronomically high. But let's see what the books have it as. I'll be curious to see.
If it's that high, would you do an alternate?
Or what you could do is you could do a same game parlay and do like 8+ strikeouts, and then do like the Braves to score 2 runs or something like that. That'll get you close to even odds. Let's see what his. I'm so curious. Wow, it's only 8.5. The books know something.
What do they know?
They know something, and it's plus money, which means that it's plus 100 at over 8.5, which means that they're actually thinking he's not going to hit it, which means they don't think he's going to get 9. That's interesting. I actually like the over, just the 8.5. I would just take the 8.5. That means you just need him to get 9 strikeouts and you win even money. So you bet 50 to win 50. It's pretty fair. I actually like that pick. That's what I would go with if I were you. If you want to play it safe.
Anthony though?
If you want to play it safe, do I trust Anthony? Yeah. Not right now.
I'm gonna do it just solely because I did the research, so I have to follow through now. And I'm also gonna parlay it with the Braves year fee and a Rangers year fee.
Wow. Let's go.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Let's go.
Wait, you're gonna
I'm gonna
getting cocky
it's gonna
now.
bust. I'm not getting cocky. I have to pretend to be confident so it hits.
I like it. I'm going to do the math on that one real quick. Let's see. So you said Braves. So we're actually in it together. We want the Braves to score a run in the first inning. All right. So that game is minus 125, and then you said the Rangers and the Brewers together.
I just said Rangers.
Yeah, well.
But I guess.
So you want just the Rangers to score a run in the first inning?
I was being a little more risky.
Wow,
but
I love it. Okay, no.
I already said it. I already said it.
All right, I love it. So if you just did the combination of the runs in the first inning of those 2 games, it would be plus 236. Now, if you just want the first inning game, the Rangers and the Braves, since the Braves are 170, let's see what the
Yeah, you got to do the
Rangers
numbers. I can't do that part.
I love it. Rangers to score a run in the first inning is plus 230, so you're going to have some crazy high odds. It's going to be plus 700 probably, something like that if I had to guess. Maybe 600? Let's see.
So how much should I put on this?
You don't have, that's a good thing, is you don't have to put a lot now because
the odds.
Yeah, plus 791. So if you bet $10, that would win you $79.
Hey.
$10 wins you
work with
$79.
that.
Yeah, that's not bad.
I can work with that.
$5 wins you $39. Not bad.
All right, I think I'm
solid.
going to put 10 on it.
I like it. All right. The Rangers have the best offense in the American League. The Braves have the best offense in the National League. Rangers are not great in the first inning runs, but hey, anytime you bet the first inning runs, you can hit a solo home run. It's perfect. Top of the order. I like it.
Okay.
All right, we got it down though, right? Those are her official picks. So if it don't hit,
it's recorded, so I can't back out.
It's locked in.
Locked in.
Locked in. All right. Talked a lot
of
about betting. I know you got some cool stuff up here. Show me your toys. Come on.
We talk about show me your toys. Oh my God, are you ready?
I know it's really cool. No, I know it's really cool.
No, that was funny the way you said it. But we talk about gambling and how sports cards are gambling, right?
Yeah.
And like sometimes you hit the home run, sometimes you don't, and you spend money. Well, we had somebody that come into our shop. I met him, a couple weeks ago, and so he just started getting into sports cards. He's been a collector. He's an investor of different things. And so on his way home from work, he stopped at one of the local card shops here in town, and he buys a $150 box of cards. He buys this $150 box of cards, and it gets one guaranteed autograph. And that box of cards was in a case of 24 at one point. And in that case of 24, there is a case hit. What I'm holding in my hands are 2 case hits that came from the same individual box. So we talk about odds and gambling, right? Like, this is crazy. This dude hit 2 one-of-one cards that are like impossible to hit. And one of them is this like insert that they call a Downtown. So it's got really cool art. You'll see this guy is a rookie for the Jets. It's Garret Wilson.
Garret Wilson.
But like, look, you see the Bronx Zoo
Oh,
art.
yeah.
I Love New York with the apple. It just puts some really cool pop culture art on the card. And then if you notice that it's gold, that's called a gold vinyl one-of-one. So like, this is the product hit that you want for every player. And he got it for 2 guys. One of them is an LSU guy as well. He played at LSU. And he's was a rookie for the San Francisco 49ers. So this one's really cool too. It's his NFL logo patch, which is really rare. So this dude
Ty
paid
Davis Price, yeah.
This dude paid $150 for a box, and the market value on those cards right now. Now, the guy from LSU, probably $5,000 safely put. Just because it's a one-of-one, it's a logo man shield. Now, if he has a great career, he's not as hyped as some of the other guys and things like that. So if that was like, if he was a stud, that's $10,000, $15,000, probably something like that.
But especially locally, like, he holds the single game rushing record
Right.
at LSU. So.
Exactly. That's what I told him. I was like, dude, this is a great card, especially in Baton Rouge. There's probably a premium on it. We had it listed for $7,500 for him, that kind of stuff. But that Garret Wilson right there, that's crazy. This one right here, the Downtowns already of this guy would probably be $1,500, $500 to $1,500 raw. Now you throw in a one-of-one. We're putting a $15,000 price tag on this. So this dude paid $150, and he probably pulled out at least 20 grand worth of cards. That's crazy. We talk about gambling. We talk about scratch-offs. We talk about lottery tickets. That's exactly what people rip for in the hobby. It doesn't ever happen like that, though. So that's why I told him, I'm like, dude, you literally hit the lottery. Like, you hit the lottery, and everybody breaks cards for this exact situation. So I thought that was pretty cool to highlight that. We also had somebody come in and buy a $40 blaster yesterday.
I saw that yesterday, and what? He pulled a
$2,500 card. Again, scratch offs, $40. Pulled out a card that sold for $2,300 the other day on eBay. So it's there, it's possible, but then there's sometimes you pull out that $40 blaster and you get $3 worth of shit. So it's all gambling, but it's fun stuff, and at least gives you something to hold in your hand afterwards. Sometimes if you lose a bet, you got nothing to hold, at least, except your tears and some tissues and
at least you have a card.
Whatever. At least you have a card. Toys, as you'll call them.
Expensive toys.
Expensive toys, yes.
All right, tell us about some breaking spots.
Yeah, we're gonna run through our solid list of breakers. These are the ones that we support early on. They're very popular in the hobby. If you guys have any other breaking communities that you break in that you would like to like us to shout out, we're trying to grow this community here. So I always shout out my guy Corey at Rated Rouge. He just bought a bunch of stuff from us, so he'll have some breaks in his Facebook group. Make sure you guys go check that out. Rated Rouge Collectibles LLC. Backyard Breakers, they're always doing their thing. They're live right now doing all their stuff. They're going to be going crazy this weekend. They're on Whatnot, so make sure you guys check those guys out. Bullpen LA, that's an LA-based shop. They're super cool. They have a ton of boxes from like previous years, so if you're looking for old hits, that kind of stuff, they break on drip. Mamba Cards is also an LA company. They just do really high-end stuff. They do really nice breaks. They really hit a lot of shit too. So, and they do case breaks. They'll be on their website. They're on all the main breaking sites. Pull wax, they're huge in the hobby as well. They're on Whatnot. They'll be live all day today, and then they're have some shows tonight. And then We the Hobby, they gamify things really nice. So if you guys are into like gambling and little games where you can bet $5 to try to get $100, $200 cards, stuff like that, they have some really good like gimmicks and things like that you can, you know, win some cool stuff. And those are our kind of leaders in the breaking space that like we like to shout out. But again, guys, if you guys have some of your favorite breakers, communities that you guys break in, you guys want us to show some love to them, we'd be happy to do that as well. So that's it.
Yeah.
In case you're trying to break tonight, Abby, those are the ones. That's where you want to go, you know.
Maybe I can go learn there.
That's
I'd be
it.
entertained for sure.
You will be entertained. These are all very entertaining breaks. Like they're all good personality people, you know, they're all leaders in the hobby too, so it's good.
Beer sip. Well, second live show in the books, followed by Mic'd Up coming at you at 1.
Yes.
If you're in Baton Rouge, just know that you can come hang out here, watch the shows live. We have a good environment in here. You don't just see us on camera. We cut up like this off of camera too.
Right.
So if you're around, feel free to come by on Fridays.
That's right.
We'll be going live from here on out.
But the shop is here all the time as well, so not just Fridays. But on Fridays, we have a bunch of shows.
And if you like cards, we have some cool cards too.
Yeah, but Mikey Mata, we played college baseball together. Mikey played in the major leagues for a long time. Jared Mitchell played here with me, and they have their show called Mic'd Up, sports talk, really cool stuff. And they do it live from our shop starting at 1 o'clock on Fridays. So super cool stuff. We're going to, you know, if we get into a bigger space here soon, we'll have it catered, you know, drinks, food, that kind of stuff. But if you guys are in town locally, want to stop by, Abby's here. She'll be giving you picks, making fun of your cards, all that stuff.
Probably all of the above.
Thank you, guys. See you next week. 22 minutes?
Gotta make sure the mic's not hot. Is the mic off?